Nah, that's all right. We really should be over there, but there's too many poles.
No, this is where I'm normally set up.
Yeah.
I normally sit there and listen to commentary.
I mean, if I know it's really going to thunder down all day, I'll bring it batteries. Bit hard last minute.
Well, hello and welcome to the Crest for this round 9 clash between Sydney Olympic and the Illawarra Stingrays in the 2026 New South Wales NPL women's competition. A tightly contested match on offer with 1 point splitting these sides on the ladder and a chance to catch up on the final spots. It's sure to be an enthralling contest. Bo Clements with you here live for Football New South Wales to take you through this evening's match. Now let's have a look at how both sides will line up. Illawarra Stingrays starting in goal, number 1, Kiera Roche, number 6, Jasmine Lamont, number 6, Chloe Middleton, number 8, Ella Giles, number 12, Ruby Egan Brown, 13, Kayla Austin, number 17, Adelaide Thompson, 19, Annalise Grove, number 25, Annabella Pinkard, 31, Lucio Baggio, and number 34, Brooklyn Hudson. On the bench, number 10, Eileen Williams, number 16, Genevieve Nisbet, number 21, Caitlin Russell, 26, Madison Cashier, 28, Amelie Kelly, 36, April Rowley, and 111, Madison Sawkins. For Sydney Olympic, number 4, Shelby Milton, number 7, Lola Sazai, number 8, Tiana Petkovsky, number 10, Ruby Nathan, number 11, Juliana Nicholas, number 12, Bella Voice Yulden, 13, Tara Baldana, number 17, Morgan Witz, 28, Rochelle Borromeo, 30, Kyra Bolden, and number 34, Ella Philpott. On the bench, number 14, Maya Braun, 23, Matilda Bradley, 24, Isabella Antonio, 29, Lacey Wynn, and 33, Ava Arena. It's Olympic who'll get us started. Morgan Witz at the center circle. And under Johan Pinto's whistle, we are off and running. First touch from Nicholas, pounced upon by Grove. Middleton finding safety. Stingrays looking to go long. Austin in the number 9 role this evening. Grove, great interception. Tries to find Austin down the line, but Olympic there to cover. Grove goes looking for Hudson. Ends up still on the path of Stingrays, but goalkeeper able to collect. Nicholas, good touch. Nicholas did well to win it back, but Lamont was aware. Olympic win it up high. Second touch picked up by Stingrays. Hudson picking it up in her stride. Just can't find the run of Egan Brown. Nicholas has done well to win it up a number of times already. Middleton just copying too much of the player. Middleton into Egan Brown. Being harassed by Nicholas, still with it, Egan Brown. And the pressure from Ruby Nathan forcing a corner. Back post Olympic go. Numbers there. Hudson sees it clear. Middleton, good intercept. Second bounce falls Olympics way, but Stingrays doing well to scramble for the time being. Hudson back with Giles. Hudson helps it onto Baggio. Touch just goes astray. Sazai. Great touch from Nicholas, but Grove strips it off her straight away. Egan Brown. Lamont into Grove. Nathan in behind now, but quick to cover. Pink card. In fact, no, it was Giles. Shea going long for Stingrays. Bolden looking to make inroads down the left-hand side. Tries to get a delivery in, but Pinkard will block it off. Olympic certainly with the upper hand, but Illawarra have turned them away at every asking thus far. Olympic with plenty of numbers at the back post. Nathan tries to get the flick on. Middleton will pick it up. Look to break down the left-hand side. Hudson. Broken up well there by Baldana. Nathan still with it. And Johan Pinso will call that back. Let the advantage go as far as he could. Stingrays get to it at the front post and see it clear. Milton tries her luck. Roche saw it all the way. Sazai. Voicey Yulden puts it through no man's land and Middleton picks it up. Pinkard gets it up the line to Baggio. Dana will do just enough to block the cross, but at the cost of a corner. Back post, Middleton there. Olympic players stayed down. Pinkard will put it back in the area. Now we will go and check on that injured player. Looks to be Rochelle Borromeo. Thankfully is able to get to her feet unaided. Middleton, good aggression, but just getting a bit too much of Petkovsky there. Lively start from both sides. More so from the team in blue as Petkovsky tries to turn out, but Egan Brown did really well to get the shoulder in front. Sazai. Just had nowhere to go. Hudson makes a darting run down the line. Olympic able to cut it out. Egan Brown tries to squeeze it back to Grove. There's far too many numbers in that area. It's picked up by Middleton. Lemon just able to squeeze it into Thompson. Pinkard Baggio looking to take it around Baldana. Olympics fullback holds her off just long enough. Possession switching sides so quickly, just with how aggressive both teams are looking to win it back straight away. A wayward header. Egan Brown looking to slot in. Hudson, can she put this one away? And Ella Philpott, the first big save of the evening. Not the usual starting goalkeeper for Sydney Olympic, Chloe Carmichael, unavailable this evening. But left no doubt there with Brooklyn Hudson bursting through with a head full of steam. Stingrays just in the last 5 minutes or so has started to arm wrestle a bit more control over this fixture. Giles look to go long. Pinkard. Bolden look to get a delivery in, but once again blocked behind for a corner. Back post Olympico, Middleton there first. Now Baggio. Great read by Milton there. Now Vitz looking to burst straight away. Bolden. Nicholas at the back post, but O'Shea cleans it up. Getting right underneath that one. Hudson can't get a piece of it. Zai. Grove straight in the back there of Petkovsky. Hudson. Baggio trying to find Egan Brown, but couldn't quite find the direction. Baldana cut out well by Pinkard. Been quite impressed in the opening 20 minutes from the Illawarra right back. Borromeo out wide, now with Bolden. Nathan. Bolden cutting in, cutting out. Delivery across the face. Petkovsky got a piece of it. The second delivery put away by Stingrays. Oldham with just that quick turn of pace to open up half a yard on Pinkard. Petkovsky seeing it very late. Zai into Witz. Middleton. Swarmed by Olympic players. Eventually Middleton paid the free kick. Egan Brown didn't get a touch, but Austin still able to pick it up. Middleton putting it back in the area. Olympic deny it. Pinkard now. Middleton. Brought down, but no whistle. Goes to win it back herself. Zai gets it up the line. Giles there first, but the pocket's been picked by Nathan. Nicholas in an offside position. And Nicholas very, very fortunate there not to be booked. Aldana does really well to see off the attempt from Baggio. Giles. Boise Yulden. Witz. Petkovsky, great win by Middleton. He's been doing really well to lead the troops through the middle. A win and a draw in their last two from Illawarra Stingrays. Definitely seem to be taking that little run of form into this evening, playing with a bit more confidence than what we've seen over the previous month or so before that. Delivery from Baggio just off the target. Olympic coming off a 4-1 win last week against the MacArthur Rams. Lost the previous 3 before that. As I mentioned, both sides quite close together on the table as Witts makes inroads, cutting it across the face of goal, and so very, very nearly put away by Bolden. A few inches on the wrong side of the post from seeing Olympics opener. Brilliant ball down the line from Ruby Nathan to find Morgan Witts. Middleton. Giles not wanting to take any chance. Zai, square for Witts. Olympic trying to stretch the Illawarra back line. Brilliant little run from Nicholas, but denied quite emphatically by Ella Giles. Middleton trying to find Baggio, but we'll just run out of room. Seems as though every 5-10 minutes or so, pendulum just swings either side of as to who has control of the match. Philpott, the wayward clearance picked up by Hudson. Middleton. Borromeo doing well to see off the first attempt. Eventually Middleton able to poke it through to Baggio. Valdana with a really important block. Thompson. Thompson linking up. And just got right underneath that one. Stingrays looking to take quite an aggressive stance in their pressure. Trying to force Olympic to go long. That's exactly what Philpott will try and do. But Grove will get there first. Middleton again, right place, right time as picked up quite a few of those second chances. Stingrays go from left to right. Thompson. Hudson just wrestled off by Petkovsky. Bolden. Delivery in for Nicholas, but Lemon was there straight away. Again, Bolden starting to figure out what works down that left-hand side and get the better of Pinkard. Flicked on, but Stingrays will see it clear. Austin, second time of asking, tries to find Egan Brown. Romeo just putting a ball down the line, but no real target in mind, but pressure of Nicholas will force that corner yet again. Nicholas to the front post. Roche called into action. Nicholas will go again. Egan Brown there to make sure Olympic don't get their chance. Hudson. Austin will pick it up and she's got the momentum. Lisa Yulden just able to get it back home in time. Both sides right up for the contest here this evening, as I mentioned. 8th and 10th. Just the 1 point splitting them. And it is quite the tightly packed mid-pack, you would say. With coming into this round, Manly in 6th on 11 points. Come back to that in just a moment as Bolden blocks off Pinkard's clearance. Just flashes one across the face of goal. So as I was mentioning, 6th place, you've got Manly United, of course, on 11. And then 13th, you've got Western City Rangers. So you've got 7 spots held together by 4 points. So really, a win this weekend, particularly a game like this where you've got 2 sides in that mid-pack, can pull yourselves up while holding another team down. If Olympic win this evening, they go 4 clear of Stingrays, and then on the flip side, Stingrays will leapfrog Olympic and go 2 clear of them if they're to win this evening. Sazai, Roche gets a fist to it, but Bolden with a chance. Just wide. Took a couple of times in the last few minutes or so that Roche's had to be brave in the air. Megan Brown trying to keep it in, but linesman's flag will call that up. Sazai. Foul one there by Middleton. Giles going long. Can't find a Stingray up the field though. But Middleton will pick up that second ball yet again. Quick check of the score around the grounds. Western Sydney Rangers 0. Western Sydney Wanderers 3. Currently with 55 played out at Popondetta. Witts gets a ball sent far upfield and Giles put under pressure immediately. Witts tries to get around Grove, but that's a fantastic challenge from the fullback. Denying Witts the opportunity. I have to say, in the 3 games that I have covered for Illawarra Stingrays this season, Annalise Grove has rarely put a foot wrong. Quite defensively robust and not afraid to support an attack either. Nicholas just getting a bit too much of Thompson there after the release. Currently Hills United and Northern Tigers a goal apiece as they head into first half stoppage time. And Manly United and UNSW both yet to score with 56 minutes played out at Cromer. Just as we are goalless here at the Crest. 37 played. Brooklyn Hudson with really the most clear-cut opportunity of the evening, calling in. Decent stop from Philpott. Not the usual goalkeeper for Olympic, as we mentioned before. Quite a wayward pass from Illawarra. Under no pressure whatsoever from Olympic up front either. Nathan does well to win the corner. Bit of a catch-22 because I'm thinking that Kyra Bolden is probably where Olympic is going to find that opportunity, but Annabella Pinkard on the overlap has been quite beneficial for Lucy Baggio down that right-hand side. So how far does she want to venture forward with that threat lacking behind her? Roche called into action again. Strong fist to tip it over. So I'll be Sydney Olympics' 7th corner to Illawarra Stingrays, just the one for them. But Illawarra have been quite defensively robust to deny everything thus far. This one miscued by Witts. Egan Brown takes it in her stride. Hudson on the left-hand side, trying to go that way, but Borromeo will cut it out. Petkovsky now. Just caught in two minds there. Roche trying to get Austin in behind. Zazai just can't get there. Grove. Long throw, looking to find Egan Brown, and Zazai has gone down after that. Play has been stopped for Lola Zazai, but Stingrays will get that drop ball. Hudson looked like it'll be something of a drop punt to get a ball in. Clearance has been shanked. Hudson making sure Zazai can't get a clean clearance. Grove, long throw. Olympic with plenty of numbers behind, able to scramble. Nathan. Pinkard. Zazai's pass shanked well wide, but it'll go out for a throw-in, not the goal kick as may have initially thought. Zazai ricochets off a pair of Olympic knees. Bolden will pick it up, drive to the byline. Lamont there to block for Illawarra. Hercules will swing it in, just catching the uprights, but it had already gone out. About a minute left of regular time. Egan Brown. in open play, it looks like Olympic are the more likely of the two to score, but on the counter-attack, Stingrays are just being so aggressive, and anytime there's been an error out from the back, Stingrays have always picked it up first. I feel like that's really where they're going to make inroads. Just finally being able to capitalize on one of those Olympic errors. Great opening 45 from Chloe Middleton for Illawarra. Certainly Kyra Bolden on the other side. It's been one of the brightest lights for Sydney Olympic. Pink card. Middleton just misreads that, and Olympic now can break through the middle. Great recovery from Megan Brown, but still a chance momentarily. Pink card sees the end of that. Back with pink card. Grove. Just couldn't get in under control. Witts looking to go quickly. Not a lot of time left on the clock. Nathan. Grove will drive it through midfield. Boldana picking it up. Boldana! Right on the cusp of half-time. Would have certainly changed the tune in the sheds. Roche will just chew a bit more time off. The momentum certainly with Olympic in the last 5 minutes or so. Just trying to get into the sheds. They survive that little wave at the end. The Illawarra Stingrays will go into the sheds. Half-time here at the Crest. It's Sydney Olympic 0, Illawarra Stingrays 0. We'll be back very shortly for the second half.
Range anxiety with my batteries.
Oh, Jesus.
Got about somewhere between 50 and 75% on one,
Yeah.
and 35% on the other.
Yeah.
But they were like 55 and 75% from start. So
Right.
if one dies, I can jump on the other. But
How long should the battery last?
that big one
Yeah.
should be about 4 hours.
Yeah.
But I used it this morning, so I reckon it's got about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, okay.
Which now it's probably got 1.5. And the other one I haven't used, I haven't charged it all day, it's a little slow charge.
Yeah.
But I've got it up to 54%, it's down to 44 now. like the last 15%
Yeah.
and nothing. Like that camera, I started with the battery on that before the game said 147 minutes, and about 15 before the break I swapped it because it got down to the last 15.
Yeah.
So like, that's why I've turned the screen off. Oh yeah, and the live view's got a built-in battery as well.
Oh, okay.
So like, supposedly says it's got a 2 or 3 hours battery life on it, but I don't trust it
Yeah.
because we've had it for a number of years. So I'm letting it run on its own battery now, and when the game starts back up, I'll put it on mine. So even if my battery dies, it should still have enough to get it. This is sitting spot, there's no power.
Yeah.
They've got their VO kit set up in there, but that's for the battery.
Yeah, okay.
He had powered it now for the rubber lead. Pretty essentially the car.
Yeah, I know this is the first year that they've been playing here.
Yeah.
They're just probably not on top of their minds at all.
Yeah, it's not ideal. But I think she's been green.
Yeah.
She changed? I think it's blue before.
No, it was the same colour. I don't know.
Put on the screen.
Just look darker.
Yeah. Like a sky blue.
Well, strap yourselves in. Second half, live from the crest. The Illawarra Stingrays getting us back underway, taking on Sydney Olympic. Middleton floats one in straight away. Philpott able to collect that one with ease. Both sides have had a couple of chances. But Stingrays have looked far more dangerous on the counter. Man, pressure up front. Created a few opportunities as well. But Olympic have just been turned away. It's every which way of asking when they've come up the field. Only one shot on target for both sides in that opening 45. But it was 7 corners to 1 in favour of Sydney Olympic. Bit of a mess there. Petkowski went to ground, but no whistle. In the end, last touch off Baggio. Hudson, great pressure to force that heavy touch. Thompson misplaced the footing. Now Nicholas can find Nathan down the left-hand side. Opening up on the right. This is brilliant! What a finish from Ruby Nathan. Got the half a yard and stuck it in the top corner. And what a way to open the scoring here at the crest. It was all Illawarra at the beginning of the second half, and one chance is all it took for Ruby Nathan. Camera was angled perfectly for that one. And after mentioning that it was Illawarra who looked the most dangerous on the counter-attack, it's Olympic who end up getting the goal that way. Well, they'll have a chance to respond about 25 yards out from goal. Hudson to stand over this one. Will go herself. And the deflection. Has it caught him out? Yes, it has. And the immediate reply, not 2 minutes later. I'm not sure whether Hudson will be paid the goal or... I'll have to check the replay to see who got that final touch over the line. But both sides kicked right into gear here. Delivery swung in, looking for Nathan. Middleton gets it out wide to Egan Brown. Good pressure there from Nicholas. So it's Ruby Egan Brown who will be paid that goal. And in the meantime, Hudson gives a pretty decent whack to Sazai. Nodded away from Giles. Baldana. Nathan. Rode the contact. Got it out to Bolden. Brilliant block there from Lucy Baggio. Inviting delivery, but just a little too much on it. Both benches still rugged up in their seats. No changes forthcoming. Looking back, quite intelligently done there, that delivery by Brooklyn Hudson. I thought, just with how wide Philpott had taken her stance. Not sure that's quite how Brooklyn Hudson was imagining it going in, but I also think she won't care. Pinkard goes long, looking for Baggio. Austin. And a bit of a wayward pass here. Egan Brown. A race with Philpott. Grove with a delivery. No one's there. Pinkard. Olympic will just run out of room down this left-hand side. Olympic will, in fact, be going to their bench. Coming on, number 14, Maya Brown. And off at number 28, Rochelle Borromeo. Baggio did about as best as she could. Two Olympic defenders bearing down on her. Card. Was able to find Hudson, but she's unable to keep that one in possession. Stingrays with so many numbers, trying to box Olympic up high. Great little scorpion flick from Kira Bolden. But the seconds, again, Stingrays just pressing so high up the field. Making life difficult. And you can hear Steve Gordon there. Set up quickly, don't let Olympic play out from the back. You can see there in the background, Shelby Milton trying to sit inside the box and receive that short pass. Stingrays forcing them long. That's exactly why. First ball straight to Hudson. Long ball, Roche called into action. Just dropped quite awkwardly in front of her stride. Luckily, able to get something on it. Nicholas. Bit of a live wire in the opening 20 minutes. Haven't seen too much more from her since. Bolden, they're ahead of Pinkard, but the touch benefiting the Stingray fullback. Baldana gets it back. Final touch off Nathan. Baggio just couldn't take it in her stride. Nicholas. Delivery blocked by Thompson. She'll get another go, Nicholas. Bolden. Cutting straight through traffic. It's Baggio. Got that important touch to take it away. Bolden. Goes looking to the back post, but it's having the backtrack. Gets a ball in again. Nathan with a flick on. And now Bolden again. Stingray is able to see it clear. I mentioned just before halftime in regards to Pinkard moving forward, it's actually been Baggio who's started to drop back and help defend against Bolden. Middleton somehow able to get around it. Philpott just plucking it out of the sky. Egan Brown ready to knot it in for her seconds if it went all that way. Brown, bit of a bobble, and Middleton hoping to make her pay for it. Austin, under the immense pressure of Olympic, couldn't turn it home. Baggio was waiting for the whistle to blow up against a stray hand, but play on. Middleton barreled over by Brown, play on again. Nathan scored from a similar position earlier. Nathan, this time just too much on it. Baggio gets the nod around Milton. Voice of Yulden there in support though. Pinkard with the throw. Illawarra still yet to look to their bench. Full-time Manly United 1, UNSW FC 2 out at Cromer Park. Austin gets a delivery in. Philpott again comes out bravely to meet it and looks to feed her captain immediately. Sazai with room. Play broken down. Long ball looking for Austin. Milton got a piece of it, but not enough as Hudson picks it up. Brooklyn Hudson here for the Illawarra Stingrays. Again, big save from Ella Philpott. Nicholas darting through the middle of the park, finding Kira Bolden down the left-hand side, who copped a whack from Pinkard. Referee Johan Pinto will call that back immediately. Seemingly no advantage. It'll be the Olympic skipper to stand over this one. Almost be inviting Ruby Nathan to go from this angle. Drilled straight into the wall. Pinkard sees it clear. Yells of handball, but will fall on deaf ears. Austin. Grove Got a touch. And no advantage played there. Grove quite brave now with Desire bearing down. Stingrays will load a couple numbers at the back post. Egan Brown and Baggio lurking there. Flick on from Giles. Philpott. Again, it's been so impressive. Filling in for the unavailable Chloe Carmichael. Middleton superbly won there. Quite fiery in midfield, but has stayed quite composed and just taken the fouls where they've come. Hudson from a little bit further back than last time. But Philpott will be aware of that attempt at the near post, which caught them out just 2 minutes after Ruby Nathan found the opener. This time Hudson with eyes for the back post. Philpott gets a hand to it. And the Stingrays again, from a set piece, find their second. An Olympic player going down, but Iona Pinto seeing nothing wrong there. Again, in the sea of bodies, we'll have to figure out who tucked that one in. Again, the intelligence of Brooklyn Hudson, knowing that Philpott would have been a bit more hesitant that time around, decided to go the other way. And now it's Olympic looking to reply immediately. Giles. Bit of a mess there. Wits. Brilliantly done from Grove. Nathan. Stripped away by Middleton. Bolden. Really well won there by Baggio, tracking down Bolden. So it was Kayla Roston, in fact, the goal scorer for the Illawarra Stingrays. Incredible, 2 set pieces from the same spot and the exact same result. Sazai under pressure there from Egan Brown. And then just caught up. The Illawarra winger. Free kick for the Stingrays. 20 minutes or so left. How quickly the pendulum swinging from side to side. Olympic have been in control, you would think, for quite a large part of this game. But Stingrays have been lethal in their patches. Brought down by Nathan well, but the shot tame in the end. It's Roche. Will look to return serve. Great distance on the clearance. That's Olympic. Denier now look to go the other way. Witts. Brought down really well from Nicholas. He's got a quick turn of pace. Nicholas! Draws us level once again. So nifty to open up that half a yard. And put it in the back of the net before Roche even knew it was there. Both Olympic goals finding that top right-hand corner. And now we've got a 20-minute dash to the final whistle. Witt, now she'll open up, but not the heroics this time around. So we had a 2-minute gap between the first two goals, and we've now got a 4-minute gap between the second lot. Roche. No one in midfield for Illawarra, but they'll pick up the scraps. Thompson, an arm wrestle there with Bolden. Eventually the Stingrays will take it under their arm. Grove. Down the line, it's cut out by Sazai. Annabella Pinkard, number 25, coming off for the Illawarra Stingrays, being replaced by number 16, Genevieve Nisbet. Impressive 3 quarters from Annabella Pinkard. Had quite the job of shutting down Kira Bolden. Provided a bit of support for Baggio as well up the flanks. Probably intelligently from Steve Gordon just to get a fresh pair of legs to sort of cover that off for the remaining 15 and a bit. Still just the one change made by both sides. Can see a couple more Stingrays getting the jumpers off though. Nisbet. Throw picked off there by Bolden. Roche. Middleton. Combining with Hudson. Picked off there by Sazai. Lemon. Voice Yulden will see it out over the side. Away by Milton. Still be more to come though. Down the right-hand side, Baggio. Seen off by Baldana. Petkovsky. Picked off there by Middleton. Grove looking to get a ball in. Milton denies. Thompson. Again for Grove, she'll load one into the area, looking for Hudson. Philpott. Quite comfortable there. Petkovsky. Down the line for Nathan. Ball into the near post, no one's there. Roche. Bit of a heart-in-mouth moment there for the Stingrays. Wasn't dealt with at the near post. But they go up the other end and earn themselves a corner. Now, just a reminder that Female Football Week is coming up from May the 8th to the 17th. A nationwide celebration of the incredible growth of women's football at all levels of the game. It's all about recognising the vital role that women play in developing football and encouraging even more participation across the country. And I think really there's no greater example than the Illawarra Stingrays, one of the only female-only football clubs, especially the only one in the NPL New South Wales women's competition. The delivery goes to the back post, looking for Giles. And amongst the sea of bodies, Jonah Pinso finds a foul. Petkovsky with so much room in the middle of the park. And the whistle being blown towards Brooklyn Hudson, I thought so. So a bit of confusion. Everyone had initially thought that it was Olympics foul, and I was a little confused by that too. So Olympic had obviously bombed forward, and then Hudson trying to go quickly. So fair's fair, Pinto allowing Olympic to take to their stations. Hudson with another inviting cross. Egan Brown trying to get in there, but Philpott. The confidence has certainly grown as the game has gone on. Great to see from the young Olympic goalkeeper. I'm not sure if this is a one-off opportunity for her, but if it is long-term, certain that Olympic will find solace in the fact that their goalkeepers are not afraid to get in the mix. Nisbet in for Baggio. Just not quite the right choice there. Baggio looking to find Nisbet, but quite a tight angle to get that delivery on. But again, immediately they set up high and force the hand of Philpott. Forcing the goalkeeper to go long. And that's exactly why winning the first and second ball there. Egan Brown. Eventually the foul blown against the Illawarra winger. Grove denying it. He's been so sure at left back this evening. Hasn't really let anything come to fruition down that right-hand side. It's really been the left wing where Olympic have found inroads. Hudson, great win. Can she pay? Can she make them pay? Not quite. Baldana trying to scramble and turn it into a throw-in. Can't get there in time. Thompson to swing this one in for the Stingrays. Just came a bit too quickly there to Baggio. Nicholas. Now this is where Olympic brought their first goal from. Ruby Nathan breaking down the left-hand side. It's a brilliant run made there from Bolden. But Middleton, the captain there, to clean up for Illawarra. Baldana, nodded away by Middleton. Again, Captain Courageous. Brilliant challenge from Nisbet. Hasn't had too much to do since coming on, but picking up where Pinkard has left off. Austin dropping it off to Middleton. Gets the clearance only as far as Voicey Yulden though. Last touch there off Austin. Next week, Sunday, 5 o'clock, Illawarra Stingrays at home to Manly United. Hudson. Just had the ball stripped away by Hudson. By Witts, my apologies. And quite surprisingly for how scrappy this middle portion of the game has been. No yellow cards, only the Illawarra assistant coach. As the delivery floated to the back post is plucked out by Roche. Hudson immediately hounded by Witts. Middleton had to wait for it to come to her. It's eventually got it out to Egan Brown. taking the touch away from the defender. Also finding the sideline. Olympic, they'll be travelling up north to North Turramurra to take on the Northern Tigers next week. Currently sitting 7th. So again, another real 6-pointer. How tightly compact this middle of the table is. Egan Brown is upended by Sazai there. Now look at the turn of pace there from Bolden down the right-hand side. Lunging challenge from Grove. And brilliant it was to take it away from the Olympic winger. Middleton. Let go by Baggio, and now Hudson will get on the end of it, opening it up. Wide of the target. Number 28, Emily Kelly, will look to come on for the Illawarra Stingrays, and it's number 13, Kayla Austin, one of the goal scorers tonight for the Illawarra Stingrays, who will make way. So Emily Kelly to that number 9 role. Thompson sprays it with far too much venom, looking for Nisbet. Now it gets to this sort of point in the match with 5 to go, you sort of figure out who wants a draw and who wants a win, and I can tell you now, neither side is settling for a point. Nathan spraying wide, finding Bolden. Numbers at the back post, and that's where Bolden will go. Nicholas. And Petkovsky just couldn't get there ahead of Roche. Kelly just pops it down the line. It'll tease the sideline and go behind for a goal kick. Very rare opportunity for Olympic to build out from the back. Bypassing the Stingrays midfield. A long ball looking for Witts. In fact, it's Nicholas who will get there first. Giles brilliantly read. Valdana, tucked away by Hudson. Witts. Back to Sazai. Baggio. Nifty roulette there, but got herself into trouble. We'll take the throw. Quick throw, Nisbet into Kelly, the 2 substitutes. Kelly, great ball, but no one there. Philpott. Goes long into the corner, but Grove will deny it. Middleton. Strong coming together there with Nicholas, who's come off second best. Thankfully back on her feet. Cut off by Baggio. That's Yona Pinso saying Baggio use the hands. About 30 seconds left of regular time. Witts exploring on the right, going herself. Wasn't sure whether O'Shea got a hand to it. Doesn't look like it, but oh so close. Certainly no tap-in allegations from Olympic. All screamers thus far, and very nearly a third there from Morgan Witts. We now find ourselves in borrowed time. Not quite sure how much, but I'd say enough time for both sides to have a go and find a winner. I think a draw would be a pretty fair result, but I know both sides have got enough talent to wrestle those extra 2 points in their favour. And it may just be Nicholas. And now they look to break. Witts through midfield. Advantage look to be played on. Out wide for Bolden. Petkovsky. Delivery in. Petkovsky! Again, just floated over the bar. O'Shea going long. Couldn't find Kelly. Milton doing well to hold her off. Nisbet. Nathan now down the left-hand side. Witts. Delivery on the left. Giles will see it clear. Hudson, can she bring it down? Not quite. Nathan. Egan Brown now. Kelly. Just going the wrong way. Baggio lurking on the right side. Middleton. Middleton. Philpott. Not a lot of time left. Middleton again down the line. Cleared by Milton. Witts. Helped it on its way, but it won't find an Olympic player. Baldana clearing. Thompson. Out wide for Grove. One last throw of the dice, perhaps. Egan Brown finding Grove once more. Delivery tame in the end. And that will call an end to what has been an enthralling contest. Both sides throwing everything they had at it. And in the end, a point for either side. Full time here at the Crest. It finishes Sydney Olympic 2, Illawarra Stingrays 2. I've been Bo Clements. Thank you so much for joining us. And be sure to tune in next week for round 10 of the 2026 NPL Women's New South Wales competition. Thank you and good night.